If you're in the south of Albania, then you have to pay a visit to Butrint National Park. That's where we're going today. It's an old village that has known many kingdoms. So we're really curious what we're going to find there. And of course, we are going to the beach.
History of Butrint, an ancient port city, is a fragment of the Mediterranean world history. Nowadays, this ancient city constitutes the most visited cultural tourist destination of the country. Most of the monuments visited today in the ancient city have been discovered by the Italian archaeological mission. What Butrint offers today is a remarkable journey through the ages of history, which dates back to the 8th century before Christ. The old city and its heritage retain a unique testimony of Hellenistic, Roman, Byzantine, Phoenician and Ottoman cultures and civilizations. It is the co-presence of historical monuments, nature and landscape that makes Butrint a unique place. The ancient city, which became in 1992 a World Heritage of UNESCO, today is located within the National Park of Butrint.
We found these super cute puppies. Come on, guys! Michael is giving the sandwich that we brought. Well, ourselves, actually. Look how cute they are.
They're not chewing.
No, they just they swallow it. Oh, they seem hungry.
Yeah, they're so hungry.
Yummy! Now they get a sandwich with turkey. They're also thirsty. Oh, hello, my love. So cute. Hello. Easy. Easy.
Yeah.
There it is. Here. Hey.
So the tickets are €10 to enter.
Yeah, it's a bit expensive compared to the things that we've done so far. But,
Yeah, this is the most expensive.
yeah, it looks cool.
So that's the full map.
It's big.
Yeah, it's in Dutch. They have
That's
also
sick.
English. They have
Yeah.
Italian, French. All the languages exist here. And yeah, we're just entering now, step by step, enjoying the whole doggy. A little bit of scratches and look at the tail. He's so happy. You want more? He's a big dog. A journey to the ancient city. First section of an ancient tower built in the 15th and 16th century.
This village has known so many kingdoms, so it has therefore all buildings from different styles. So this is like Italian, and we will also find some stuff from other countries, like other styles. And now it's also protected by UNESCO.
Nice.
And there was also something said about the plants and stuff and the birds, that they're also protected because they only grow here in this part of the country. But yeah, it looks pretty nice here, right?
Yeah, well, at least it's protected, so there is no garbage inside like yesterday. Second section, a chapel of the 4th century before Christ, dedicated to the god of Asclepius.
So that must be some Greek god, I think.
Oh, look how it was before. Look at all the buildings and
That
houses.
was the village.
With houses all around, but the houses are gone. So this is what's left.
Yeah.
Oh, this is specifically for this one.
This was the chapel.
It's filled with water.
Why is the water here?
Yeah, because there is no roof anymore.
Yeah, but the water is not going.
Yeah, something must have happened. Maybe after they built the bridge, they blocked some. Oh, look at the tortoise.
Oh,
There's turtles. How do you call a turtle in normal life?
Does anyone know? Let us know.
Yeah, but they're so cute, right?
Yeah.
But if those exist... Oh, there is one swimming there
Oh yeah.
by itself.
Maybe it's good that the water is here then, so the turtles can live here.
But also, I think you find much more animals.
Oh, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh, but maybe that's the reason they built the bridge.
To leave the water, you mean?
Because you cannot walk here anymore.
No,
it's filled with
indeed.
water. But how did they used to, like, get rid of the water?
Yeah, that's what I also don't know.
Yeah, something must have happened. Or maybe it's because the climate changes. It doesn't rain here before and now it rains. There's one turtle here.
He's just crawling over the ground. You're calling the turtle?
Third section, the ancient theater, a construction of the 3rd century, later arranged according to the Roman style and equipped with a Roman scene.
Yeah, so
Wow.
this must have been the theater, and this is then where the people were sitting, I guess.
And here where the show goes.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, maybe.
And we both love theater, so...
Welcome to Butrint, ladies and gentlemen. The show is about to begin, so buckle up and here we go. Thank you, thank you. Fourth section, Roman bath of the 2nd century after Christ.
So this is number 4, and these are the Roman baths of the 2nd century.
Wow, so we're here.
Yeah, so indeed. Well, this is a bit hard to imagine, right?
Yeah, nothing left in here,
I
but...
don't really... I see water, but...
And you're not allowed to enter coastline.
No, indeed.
But yeah, I think it was a bit too late to say that. But maybe they're still protecting what is left. Maybe that is what's left, you know? Oh my God, look at this tree from the 2nd century.
With water inside.
With
How
water.
is that even possible?
Section 5. The forum, the civic and commercial epicenter of the city.
The Roman Forum. Oh, from Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar.
Caesar's designation of Butrint as a Roman colony in the 1st century before Christ led to dramatic changes in the city's infrastructure. So he just changed the whole thing.
Roman.
Yeah, and it was Greek. And then he came probably here and he took over his kingdom and he just designed a whole new thing on here. It was once a monumental open space to be used for public business and worship. So what they actually say is that most of this forum still lies buried beneath 2 meters of soil. And they found 2 marble sculptures when they were basically investigating this thing. An earthquake destroyed the forum. So,
yeah, this is how houses and buildings used to be.
Yeah, with the stones.
And look where we are now. You have a whole building of, I don't know, 120, 150 floor with a whole anti-earthquake and all that design that the ground shakes but the building doesn't. And they survive earthquake. Oh, this used to be a door.
Seems like it.
Oh, that is scary.
Oh, I mean, what they said was that below 2 meters of soil there is much more to find.
Yeah, maybe.
And they have been examining this whole...
But this used to be a door. Look,
Probably.
here you can connect them, and here maybe they used to have like a locker or something.
But the funny thing is that most of these things are still everywhere, right? Also in the theater, you see that this construction works very well.
Yeah, so this is the not good construction. So what is this used to be? Oh, these were the hammam or whatever.
Is this the bath?
The bath. Hammam.
Hammam. It was the Egyptian hammam.
Oh, here's the sign. But I think you can go down there. Let's go. It used to be probably stairs all the way to the top. Yeah, I think those trees didn't exist by then.
No, indeed. It was way bigger.
Yeah, it was way bigger. Okay, here we go to number 6. There's still more of that here, but imagine this building.
Oh, this was
used to be
6.
like this big with all the houses here. And church and let's discover this one and this one to see what are those. That's a bit scary. Babe, give me a light. It's so dark in here. It's just a room or like a bunker or something.
I think below the ground is so much more.
Yeah, let's see the other one too. This is like a water thing, but I think it's a tower.
They digged it all the way down.
But this were probably the good building because they're still standing. Because probably the base is underground and everything with the base above the ground is just gone. Seems interesting. Section 6. The gymnasium, perhaps a pagan shrine later transformed into a church.
This building has been transformed also 3 times.
But it's cool, they have some pictures for it before it's... But look how they used to be, like a whole building.
Yeah.
No, this is what's left from it. It's like endless all the way to there. But we're not allowed to climb on the walls because you just ruin the walls.
Indeed, they just want to maintain it.
It was a village here, now it looks like a park.
Yeah, we're just walking through a village.
That used to be, imagine like people used to live here 14,000 was? 14,000 was the amount of people?
Oh yeah, I think 14,000
Yeah,
people
14
indeed.
or 40,000 people used to live here. Can you imagine that? And now we're walking into nothing. Number 7. The Roman civic house in the 5th century transformed into a palace with a triangular dining room.
Ah, so this is the Roman civic house. Then they transformed it into a palace, and this is what is left
Oh.
in the medieval period.
Look what is left from the city. Nothing.
No, it's
But I
just
think
like
you
some
can walk here.
half walls.
But yeah, imagine like this used to be a whole like buildings
Palace.
and village and a palace where a king and a kingdom and all that stuff.
Yeah, indeed.
Sick. But that's what is left. Few towers standing here and one here. That's the entrance. What is left? Always the entrance. They make it nice probably. And the rest is gone. Walls with inscriptions.
This is the Greek, is it? Yeah, I think it's the Greek alphabet kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, here is more.
No clue what it says, but...
We need a Greek person to translate. Yeah, super nice,
Oh
right?
yeah, indeed.
So what is this? Do you think like the people who died or like the plan of the whole building? Or sick, right?
I don't know. Let's carve my own name.
Yeah.
Stupid people.
So look here, they right above the old stuff.
Yeah, why would you do that?
And idiots.
Oh wow, this one is still really clear.
But I wish we can understand or there's an explanation for it.
Yeah, me too.
So this is how it looks like from the other side, but here the sun does not shine here, so all this area is wet and probably all the writing is gone. So whoever writes something here from the 3rd century, it is gone. Maybe you can send us another message. Number 8. A baptistry of the early 6th century with mosaic floor. So these are the towers and this is how it used to look like.
Yeah, with the mosaic.
I think you cannot go in, maybe because there is still a mosaic on the ground. So not allowed to go here, smoke or climb the walls. But this is long gone, the mosaic something thing. But you can still see the towers still standing here. So that's SafetyWing. I can't
A
read.
Venetian merchant house.
You can't read those.
No, you need to read the lower part.
Oh.
That's in English, baby.
Okay. The other ones are which
Very
language?
smart, huh?
The other ones which language are?
I don't know, but not English.
You can smell the ocean here.
Yeah.
Yeah, these flies from the ocean. I wonder if these flies used to be here in the 3rd century because how people used to find a solution for it. Or maybe 3rd century people have tough skin. The mosquito can't even get through. Now our generation is like a
Weak. And fragile.
plastic generation. We're like an nylon. So easy to penetrate.
Yeah. It's nicer than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it is nice.
Like-
But to know the history behind it.
Indeed, indeed. And I'm glad that it's pretty well shown in English and stuff that we
Yeah.
didn't also see everywhere.
Number 9. A fountain of the 2nd century after Christ dedicated to the nymph. Where are we now?
Number 9, I think. So, a fountain.
So, what is that?
Oh, this is the gateway to Butrint. This was the main entrance into Butrint between the 3rd century before Christ and the 14th.
This one here?
Yeah.
Oh, so it used to be like this.
Yeah.
And then they built this hole over the water
Yes.
thing? Wow.
And this is
then-
the 8th.
And then it got destroyed medieval. But I think here you can take a walk in between maybe. Like here used to be stairs, but maybe we can access this from the other side there.
In 228 before Christ, Butrint fell under the Roman rule, and in the 1st century before Christ it became part of the Roman province of Macedonia. At the beginning of the 9th century, although the entry in Butrint appears to have been fortified, the center was already twisted into a small fishing settlement. In the outfall of Vivari Canal around the year 1807, Ali Pasha also establishes his fortress to ensure his protection against the French attacking coming from Corfu. After the death of Pasha, Butrint passed under the Ottoman rule up to the Declaration of Independence.
Number 10. The Great Basilica, a cult establishment of the early Christian period, built in the 6th century after Christ. Oh, but this looks big.
Oh wow, yeah. This is still like survived the earthquakes pretty well. Look at that. The Great Basilica. Butrint from the 5th century had a bishop, and the Great Basilica was the bishop's church. Oh, here you see how it looked like. And this is still the remaining, so that's a lot.
Yeah. Oh wow, it's nice to see that it's still here. Imagine priest used to preach here and hundreds of people watching. No, I really imagine that. And what is this rock exactly? Probably something sacred. Imagine this church is filled with hundreds of people.
Number 11, the Lake Gate, a perfect Hellenistic getaway of the 4th century before Christ.
This was the entrance from the water.
Yeah, like the lake gate.
Lake Gate?
That's how they call it.
Oh, yeah, but that's ocean.
Yeah, I know, but they call it the lake gate.
This is how this place looks like. Oh, that's a big wall still standing.
Yeah, indeed. Oh, so it must be this then.
What is it? Mosaic also. Oh, look at these. What is these, coins?
Yeah, I think so.
So this used to be houses?
Well, it just evolved.
Oh.
So first it was not really anything, and then it transformed into a villa, and then the villa became larger, and then it was modified into a church.
Mm-hmm.
So it served different purposes.
I think that is the
yeah, indeed.
lake entrance.
Indeed. Wow, here are so many walls that you can still see, and they're huge.
Yeah, they're big. So imagine all the buildings that we've seen over there.
Yeah, wow, the whole village was just surrounded by this.
Yeah.
Oh, look here. You can still walk in here. And there's a stair. Whoops.
That used to be the entrance. Imagine we're walking on land and stairs.
You go all the way up like that.
Where people used to live here.
Yeah.
Like hundreds of people used to be here. Water leaking here. So that's basically used to be the port, like the shore of this whole village, right?
Yeah, this gate was discovered by the Italian archaeological mission in the 1930s. Oh yeah, now we're going to the Lion Gate.
Oh, this thing is endless.
Yeah.
12. The Lion Gate, another getaway reconstructed in the medieval period.
That's the Lion Gate.
Yeah,
That looks so cool, right?
there is a lion on the gate.
The so-called Lion Gate takes its name from the relief depicting a lion devouring the head of a bull positioned above the entrance. The lion relief was not part of the original wall, but was placed here in the 5th century in order to reduce the size of the gate and make it easier to defend. The relief is from the temple building and may date from as early as the 6th century before Christ.
So they make the gate small,
Yeah.
so they can defend themselves better. So it's like less people can enter while they're fighting. It's unbelievable how people used to fight each other since 1st century and 2nd century. Like from 1st century until now we didn't learn anything, did we?
Funerary monument. It was interpreted as a bathhouse. They had a lot of these bathhouses in history, right?
Yeah, they love to take a bath.
Especially in the Greek history and also Italian, I think.
Let's go check the baths. Well, that is the bath. So under here you put the fire, and up there's the bath. I think so.
I think so too.
Yeah, it seems nice.
You want to take a bath?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest wall, right?
Yeah, indeed.
And we're just climbing on one of them now. Probably that used to be the backyard. It's fun how we say all the time used to be. And used to be this and used to be that.
Number 13. Acropolis, set up on the hill with traces of the early use dating back to the 8th century before Christ.
The highest point. Caesar's legacy. A flourishing Roman port. Ended in the late 6th century with the collapse of the Mediterranean economy.
14. The Venetian castle of the 14th and 16th century, reconstructed in the 1930s.
Oh, that is the highest point up there. This is how they used to fight each other using that.
So this is actually built in the 1930s.
That's the mark of a king or something.
That's why it still looks so good.
But I think you can go up to the top, right? So we're going to the highest point. This one looks a little bit newer, so this is not that old. It was rebuilt in 1930.
Yeah, indeed.
And this one of the highest point, right? It's locked. This is also locked. You cannot go to the top. So basically we're at the highest point. That's the theater under us here.
15. Museum of the ancient city of Butrint.
So now we're going to the museum.
So 18,000 years ago, the landscape around Butrint was very different from today. The sea levels were much lower and Corfu was joined to the mainland. That's the Greek island next to here. And 9,000 years ago, the sea rose and the hills that you now see around you became small islands. So that were actually hills.
And they were together.
Yeah, indeed. And that's now islands. Nice view, right?
This could go all the way to the other side, maybe.
Now I understand why they say it was a lake, because the sea level was way down, so it were just hills.
And this was connected, is that Corfu on the other side?
I'm not sure from here. It was connected to the Greek island, what is now Greek island Corfu.
So basically the island that we posted, like we had shots of it in yesterday's video. And when we were at the beach, actually we're connected to this island where we are at it now. But yeah, imagine the sea level was lower and now it's higher. So yeah, everything changes in years and years. So there's a whole village on the other side of that water. And if you want to go there by foot, you pay €1 per person. And if you want to go there with the car, you pay €7 and they transfer your car to the other side of the village so you can visit the other village. Or just like people drive there because they live there and they need to go to the other side almost every day, back and forth. It's really tough, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a boat that has a big wire that pulls the boat back and forth from both sides, and you can fit on it 2 cars. So nice.
Some new friends again. So, Butrint National Park, I think it was great actually. There was a lot to see. We've spent how many hours? Maybe 3 hours to walk and yeah, basically go to every point. Yeah, the entrance was €10. It's more expensive than most of the things here in Albania, but on the other hand, it's a protected village by UNESCO. So obviously the €10 will be used to maintain the whole place and keep it clean. No messy tourists and all that stuff. So I really enjoyed it. Also great views there and yeah, just a lot to see. And now we are heading to the beach. So see you there. So I actually read some reviews that this beach, well, first of all, that it is sandy and that's what we're looking for, not with all the stones, but that is usually packed, like packed by tourists. But since it's November, I thought, well, how busy can it be? And yeah, everything seems closed. So let's see. I see something nice. So this beach also have rules. One of them is
no drugs.
No drugs and alcohol.
So this is the view, super nice. But yeah, as we both noticed that most of places here are fake.
Like the beaches.
Like there's no sand, there's just like a bunch of small rocks. And it's so hard to sit on. It's not soft and nice like when you were at the beach. So I think most of the places here are just made for tourists. Just beautiful islands in front. We're going on the boat, this one, for a tour on the 5 islands. So I think it's gonna be fun. Twins, that's Jamaica. They have names for the islands. This island is named Bambi, Snake Island.
Snake Island.
Here we are at the beach. It's a beautiful place. It's a bit windy, so we're not gonna stay, but yeah, just want to share my experience about the place that we visited today. I mean, for me, it was super nice. It's kind of, yeah, nice history to know about all that stuff, and indeed there was a lot of information and kind of how it looked like throughout the years, and yeah, who was here and all that stuff, and how they fight, and that earthquake destroyed the whole place. But yeah, I think my biggest lesson that I always learn after visiting an historical place is that people that are fighting throughout these whole years to keep those lands, they're not even here anymore, and it's sad to see that people are still fighting until now. We are in 2023 and there are wars almost everywhere, fighting over lands and over power that they cannot keep. Like, even yourself, you're not gonna stay here. And we were just walking on lands and historical place that people have fought for to keep it, but there's nobody there now. All it's left, it's history. And yeah, that's kind of that message that I want to share. It's kind of touched me down deep to say it to people, to wake up and stop all this, what is happening around the world, because none of it is staying. Like, we're not taking anything with us, everything stays here.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. This is the best way to support our journey and we would appreciate it a lot.